What's up, y'all? Let me tell you something I be having a problem with, man. Serious problem with, man. You know what I mean? I know everybody don't got a lot of money and all that type of stuff like that, right? But if you see a child in the gas station pumping gas, right? Obviously, well, I mean, somebody have a parent home that, give them whatever they want. But even if you see him just trying to work, that's a plus. He working, right? But a lot of kids, that's how they eat. So when you say just no, like I see a lot of people like, no, I'm cool. Even if you don't let them pump the gas, give them a quarter, give them 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? You never know what that shit might change. It won't change your life. If you're getting gas already, I know you're at least getting $10 worth of gas. Get $9.50 worth of gas. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I say that is because I remember when I used to pump gas, that shit was between life or death for real for me. Between me and my sisters to eat, like, you know what I'm saying? So, you never know somebody's story, man. You might be helping somebody out, you might be saving their life, you know what I mean? And you get blessings for that. I mean, plus the kids of the future, man, they innocent. They don't come into this world racist, they don't come into this world biased. I mean, we mold them into what they become. You know what I'm saying? And, spending 10 seconds talking to a kid might change their whole life. I mean, I remember I had some, I was a lot of places growing up. I mean, I had a super duper rough childhood. You know what I'm saying? Basically, age 8 and up, that shit was over. 7 and up, that shit was over. I mean, I went to foster homes, and the way we went to the foster home was so crazy because they just came in the crib and just snatched us in the middle of the daytime. I mean, me and my little sisters. And I got a brother that's a year and a half older than me. My grandma said, no, not him. She kept him. That kind of fuck. So I don't know where the fuck. I didn't even know who they was or where we was going. I mean, when we got there, I'm like, damn, like, how the fuck this happened? I mean, my grandma had 4 bedrooms in the crib. She lived there, by herself. So, but me, I'm not knowing that. I know my grandma may like me, but I didn't know the extent of how much she didn't like me. You feel me? So, I ran from the first foster home. I think I was there for maybe a couple weeks, right? I was scared to run because I didn't know where I was at. But I said, man, fuck that. I'm going to find North Philly. You know what I'm saying? So, I found North Philly. It took me like 2 days. I found North Philly. Why the day I get to my grandma's house, my dad, my mom and my dad was on some crack shit, right? Why my dad stabbed my mom up, right? So when I get there, my grandma, like, she looking talking to me through the window like she don't want to let me in. I'm like 9 years old, right? So she like, your father stabbed my daughter. I'm like, stabbed my mom? Like, mind you, I wasn't seeing my dad or nothing like that. Now, I was like a mama's boy at the time. She, all right, can I come in? She let me come in. Me and my mom sitting on the couch with her leg up on the chair, stitches and shit in it. Like, I'm like, damn, I'm mad now. I'm mad. Like, this nigga stabbed my mom. I'm mad, right? So we start talking about what happened, and then after the conversation kind of died down, my grandma was like, all right, well, you gotta go. You know what I mean? I look at my mom like, I gotta go. Like, yeah, I mean, she didn't say, my mom said, she just looked down, like, you know what I'm saying? Mind you, my brother standing right there. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit right there could break somebody, you know what I mean? Break somebody. But my mind always clicked to survival skill. I had an automatic survival drink. Boop. Yeah, I had an automatic survival drink, man. So it's like, once I knew I wasn't getting no help from nobody, I knew I was on my own. It kind of like made me know I had to go get it from a young age. You know what I'm saying? So, eventually I got caught, sent to another foster home, Then I got caught breaking into some store, some stand or some shit. Got sent to a placement. You know what I mean? So basically I was in a placement from. When I get out of the placement, I go right back to doing robberies or snatching earrings or breaking the phone booths, breaking the parking meters, stealing cars. Everything was for money though. I mean, so it was like the whole time I'm not realizing that I'm hustling. You know what I'm saying? I'm not selling drugs at the time, but I'm hustling because nobody not feeding me. I ain't. My mom ain't really speak. And, my dad, eventually he died. Almost 30 years ago now. And my grandma, we never, she ain't fuck with me. Like, I mean. So, I used to be in jail dreaming about little shit. I was dreaming about, I just wanted the birthday cake. I used to always think about the birthday cake. Then I got about 13, I stopped thinking about that shit, you know what I mean? So, I gave my daughter her first birthday, when I had a daughter, I gave her her first birthday before I even had one. I never even had one. And I forgot about it. I ain't had one till my baby mom gave me a surprise birthday party when I turned 22. And I seen the cake and I'm like, oh shit, I got a little emotional, right? Like, damn, I ain't never have a fucking birthday cake. I never had a birthday party and that shit. Like, nobody. I had wingworms for fucking so bad that shit was like, fuck my skin up. Even though, if you see much look at my shit closed, I got them on both sides. That's when nobody don't give a fuck about you at all. You know what I'm saying? I say that to say that a little. Well, I went up to a place called Vision Quest. It's like my third placement. I was up there. I had robbed the supermarket and got caught, whatever. And I didn't know when I was getting out. I had like an indefinite type sentence, whatever. So I was up that bitch acting a jackass. I was like 13. I was like the youngest nigga up there. So when I turned like 14, they gave me Vision Quest parents. As soon as I got Vision Quest parents, I just started doing good as shit. Like, I'm talking about good as shit, not getting in trouble no more and all that. Then come a year later after that, they said, I was getting out. And at first I was happy that I was getting out. Then I started crying. I didn't want to leave Vision Quest. One of the worst places ever. That shit worse than the penitentiary, man. And I done been to the penitentiary, you know what I'm saying? So when people say, you becoming rich or whatever and all that, see, my story is success because I'm not on drugs. I'm not crazy. You know what I mean? And I still got a positive attitude, overall. But, you see me riding around by myself because I done been locked up with damn near every nigga in Philly. You know what I mean? I'd have been in St. Mike's, I'd have been in St. Gabe's. I was at Slayton CBDS. That's like, I'm not really up there. I'm like going to court from up there. I was at Vision Quest for 2 years. Then at 16, I got certified as an adult. I was up there for 13 months. I beat all 5 robberies. Got out of there, went to the Army. The basic training, because I was just trying to find my way. Got out the Army after doing basic training, get shot fucking 9 times. And I get shot 9 times, I'm in prison to get locked up. And then 21, I get a record deal. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a whirlwind of a life, you know what I mean? I never really had a chance to sit down and just analyze. I just was always on the move, trying to shake and bake, you know what I'm saying? So now when I see kids, man, put them together, anything like that, man, that shit touch me because I don't know what their story is. They might not have as hard as me, but they might do, you never know. So the moral is, you see a kid, man, it could be your kid. Or it could be the kid that killed your kid because everybody neglected them. So keep that in mind, man. And do better. We can take care of each other way better than we do as humans. Fuck the black and white and all that shit as humans. You know what I'm saying? Peace out, your boy Vasquez.